Hi, in this video we will learn about spot healing brush tool in Photoshop. Spot healing brush tool is up to a point similar to clone stamp tool, and the video of clone stamp tool is also available on this channel. But we will understand both of these tools with practical examples. With the spot healing brush tool, we can perfectly remove these strings and tree like this, and we can also remove this article, this switchboard using spot healing brush tool like this, and we can also remove these wires which is disturbing the beautiful view of this moon, all using spot healing brush tool like this. So what is the difference between clone stamp and spot healing? We will see. So let's do it practically. Now let's select this image, and our aim is to remove all these strings using spot healing brush tool. What we will do, we will take a new layer and select spot healing brush tool, and the shortcut to select spot healing brush tool is J. Settings like size and hardness can be adjusted using the sliders, these sliders, and the size of the spot healing brush tool can be increased using closing bracket and can be decreased using opening bracket. So what we have to do, we just need to paint the area we want to remove. Make sure we have taken a new layer and that is selected. Keep sample all layers on. Currently it is off, and now make it on. Keep content aware selected and nothing else. We just now have to select our size of the brush and its hardness. The size looks okay, so just paint over the strings. I'm just painting over these strings which I don't want in this image or I want to remove. So there is no rocket science and nothing complex while using spot healing brush tool. Just paint over the area we want to remove. Nice. So finally we have removed these strings we wanted to from this image using spot healing brush tool. Now you can understand what all can be achieved through spot healing brush tool in Photoshop. Now let's come to the second image. In this image, the original image is this, and our target is to remove this article and this switchboard from this image using spot healing brush tool. So we will take a new layer and keep the sample all layers selected. Tool is also selected, which is spot healing brush tool. We will increase its size by pressing the closing brackets, and unlike clone stamp tool, we don't need to take nearby samples because it will automatically take the samples from nearby spaces to cover what we want to hide. So match the size of our brush with the content we want to hide. So we want to hide this line, this green line, and the whole article. I'll just paint it over these leaves. The article has been removed using spot healing brush tool, and sometimes you need to switch to clone stamp tool where the spot healing brush tool does not fit, because in clone stamp tool we can take manual samples, but in spot healing brush tool it takes automatic samples which might disturb what we really want to achieve. So sometimes we might need to switch between clone stamp tool and spot healing brush tool. Now I'm going to show you the real difference between a clone stamp tool and spot healing brush tool. In this image, if I want to hide this switchboard, I will just select the spot healing brush tool and paint over it like this. And now you can see the switchboard is gone by spot healing brush tool. But if I want to place this switchboard somewhere in this image, what I will have to do, I will select this layer, go to clone stamp tool, select clone stamp tool, and take the sample of this space by pressing the Alt key and then by clicking. I have clicked. Now I can place this switchboard anywhere. It means that by cloning and then stamping, I can put any content from one place to another, which is not the case with spot healing brush tool. Again, let's go to our third image where our target is to remove these wires, or we will first create a new layer, select it, and then go to spot healing brush tool, select the tool and make a size which is comfortable with the space we want to hide or with the content we want to hide. So we just need to hide these wires. So we'll take a little brush size up to this and let's check the hardness. Hardness is also okay, but the hardness can be adjusted once we do it and see it practically. To make a straight line, since this wire is a straight line, I will have to paint in a straight line, and in order to paint in a straight line, I will click here first, press shift key and then click on the second point. So the whole wire is painted and now this would be gone. It's gone. So some micro work here. Okay, it is done. Click here, press shift and then I will click here. Let's see what happens. Oh, it is not happening with this straight line. So press Ctrl Z and take it in small parts or decrease the size of the brush. So now you can see that using spot healing brush tool we have removed all the wires, including that was clashing with the moon. So here too we can note the difference between clone stamp tool and spot healing brush tool. Let's see. So you have seen what we did with the spot healing brush tool, but if we take a clone stamp tool, what we can do with clone stamp tool, we can clone or copy this moon by pressing the Alt key and then by clicking. That means we have taken the sample of this content and then we can put this content anywhere we want. Like we can click here. So we moved this moon from here to here, and then using spot healing brush tool or using any other tool we can remove this moon. So this is the difference between a spot healing brush tool and clone stamp tool in Photoshop. Clone means copying, so we can copy one part of the image and paste it somewhere else, whereas in spot healing brush tool we just paint some part to hide it or to remove it. That's all for this video. If you think you have learned something valuable in this video, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.